Don't argue about little things. Taylor has baby fever.
This is so funny. I love that question.
Our family does not. No. Why would you wait?
I don't know who's waiting, but we didn't warm up the car.
Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing a Q&A. We've done one before, but we decided it was time to do it again.
The last one we did was like postpartum, and it's
been kind of a while. And it's been a while. We've never done like a general one, have we? We did the assumptions about us, but we wanted to do a more general Q&A. So I asked you guys on my Instagram, and we got lots of questions. So we're gonna try to get through like as many as possible. That's
How long were you married before having a kid?
A month.
A month and a half. How many kids do you want? 1, 2, 3,
4.
3. How much space do you want between kids? Taylor has baby fever.
I do. It's because Weston is getting bigger.
Yeah.
And I think too, the struggle, I know other moms feel this, the struggle is knowing I will be pregnant again.
Yeah.
And feeling like, what is the point of waiting when I just know that like, it's gonna be like that. I know that sounds weird, but I just feel like I'm in that place where I'm starting to feel good and feel normal.
Yeah.
In some ways, like physically, and I feel like this weirdness of like, I know I'm gonna be pregnant again. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah.
What's your best advice on moving in together after marriage? I think a huge thing for me is, or that I learned from doing it, obviously. Not that I didn't know this before, for sure. Okay. But a big thing was like, there are gonna be little things that annoy you, but there's no need to be annoyed about those things. Like, you're just learning another person. Just because they do something differently than you does not have to be so bothersome.
It's not grounds for an argument.
No.
Yeah.
Like, Taylor leaves toothpaste in the sink a lot. She leaves the cap off the toothpaste. She leaves all doors and windows, or not windows, but cabinets open. That's not a huge deal. Yes, you do.
No, all the cabinets are shut. I was the last one in there.
Okay. So little things like that, or like I leave a little pile of laundry next to the side of my bed for the morning when I'm gonna put it in the laundry. But it bothers Taylor.
Transparency. And he leaves his backpack in between his nightstand and the bed.
Anyway, don't argue about little things.
They have a lot of questions about the wedding night. Who was more nervous on the wedding night? I wasn't nervous.
I don't think I was nervous either. There was a sense of like almost anxiety of like, oh, I want like the first time that like happened so that like,
yeah, so we can
just like it not be nerve-wracking. You know what I'm saying?
I think we rushed it. Was that TMI? We didn't like start the car before.
No.
We didn't warm up the car.
Okay. Would you ever leave where you live right now? Maybe.
Short answer is maybe, if the Lord called us to. But I also think my immediate response is no, probably not.
We like where we live and our family is here, and like it's a good place to live. Like we like living here, but we would totally be open to moving somewhere too. Who's your favorite influencer, Taylor?
My favorite influencer, Kristen Johns. I love her so much. Marcus laughs because I talk about her so much. I just love
Also, her husband's name is Marcus. So
yes,
does that give you a bias?
Which is wild. It probably does give me a bias. I just thought it was wild because I actually found Kristen a little bit later on, because I don't even remember the video that I found at first, but I found her and I thought it was so cool that her husband's name was Marcus.
I used to watch him on Vine.
Yeah, which is wild. But yeah, I love Kristen, and I think it's really neat too, the platform that Kristen has, and she's always been faithful to talk about the Lord, and I love her. She's my happy space. She's so sweet, and and I love watching her stuff. So
where'd the name Weston come from? She came up with it.
Yeah, honestly, it was more from Marcus.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he got it, but he just started saying it, and I will say at first I wasn't sold on it. I think it took me a little bit for me to be like, okay.
Yeah, it was like I like told her, and then I was like, what do you think about Weston? And then there was a few days that it was like I would text her, I would be at work, and I'd be like, hey, like, what do you think about the name Weston? And she'd be like, I don't know. What do you think about the name Weston? I don't know. And then one day she texted me and she was like, I like Weston.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of
stuck with it. Well, we already had his middle name as my dad's first name, so
yeah,
we kind of liked the way it sounded with that too.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is wild. I have to tell them this. When I found that note in my phone,
that was really crazy.
I was looking through my notes in my phone. I have so many notes. That's the kind of person I am. But I had so many notes for real.
She's the kind of person to have like all the tabs on her phone open and like 7 million tabs open on Safari and so many notes.
Yeah, maybe Baby soap.
Which is okay, but that's
I
just a
still
trait
really
of yours.
care and think
Beige
about
flag.
Beige flag. That's true. But I had this note from 2018, and the only thing in the note, the only thing it said was Weston. And I still think that is wild because I don't remember writing it.
Yeah, I don't know where that came
I
from.
think that's obviously it's such a God thing, but I think it's so the Lord that was written down. I thought it was so cool.
What's your favorite verses?
Our favorite Bible verses? Psalm 73:26. My flesh and my heart may fail, but my God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever.
Yep. My favorite is James 1:12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. And that is my favorite verse. And I will work on memorizing that a little better. I had the first chapter of James memorized for like a while, and then
That's crazy.
I think it's kind of lost my mind.
I could never. I mean, maybe I could. This is so funny. I love that question.
Our family does not own Casablanca. Taylor just is obsessed with it.
I love that question. I think it's so funny. No,
That would be awesome if we owned Casablanca, though.
No, but
Yes,
I love.
it would.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
yes, but we do not own Casablanca. Marissa owns Casablanca. Shout out to Marissa if she watches this video. But I love Casablanca. I love supporting Casablanca.
Should you base your decision to get married on finances or what feels right? I think for us, what we did is we were at a place where we wanted to get married. We felt like it was time, and we felt like the Lord was confirming it. We felt like those around us were confirming it.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to move into that at an unwise speed or in an unwise manner. So I think you follow like your heart and what the Lord is confirming, but take those steps in wisdom.
What do you think about abortion from respect? So sweet. I honestly don't know how to talk about this in a short form, but I think primarily just to say this from a biblical perspective for us, like I believe life is sacred. I believe that the giver and taker of life is Jesus and Jesus alone. And if we believe that, and if we believe that Jesus is the one who gives life and takes it away, then we don't take that into our own hands. And that is not, we don't have that belief as far as like, I think you can be wise when choosing to get pregnant, right? I think we've talked about that. It's kind of like putting your seatbelt on in the car. Like if you decide to have sex, you have things in place that you can use to prevent pregnancy if that's not something that you're ready for. So, I mean, we practice safe sex because we don't want to have a baby right now. If we did, we would praise God for it, and we would not take that into our own hands to take that life away if that's something that the Lord decided. So what I'm saying is really, we don't agree with abortion. I don't agree with abortion. It's something I'm really passionate about because I believe that we serve an intentional God, and an intentional God creates life. And when he creates life, it's not an accident, no matter how it happens, because I don't believe any person is an accident, no matter how they came to be. So long story short, no, because I don't think abortion is biblical. And I also think if we treat people like an inconvenience in the womb, then what's to keep us from treating people like an inconvenience outside of the womb? They're people both times. And we need to love and honor and respect all people, regardless of their location. Being in the womb does not change your inherent right to live. And that is the most basic human right that you can have. So that is it. And Sam.
What do you do for work? This, so please subscribe.
For real. Hit him with the.
No. Hit him with the little ad.
For 15% off. Do you have 15% off? Use the code OC15 on Ocean Cove.
All right. Neither of us were super nervous.
Was
it
not awkward.
No.
It was not awkward.
We were virgins on our wedding night, or until our wedding night. So like, it was sweet that it was like we were both kind of like, I haven't done this, you haven't done this, like.
And that's by the grace of God.
Let's just
that we
figure this out
hadn't
together.
done it.
So to an extent, I think that was why it wasn't awkward.
Yeah, well, and because we love each other, right? So I feel like we're also to the point where we've been together for 4 years, and we waited and we were ready.
Finances ever a struggle getting married young?
Finances are one of those things, right, that we talked about, that is going to be, it's going to be a battle and a struggle at some level no matter how old you are, because you have to steward like what you're given, and we're not perfect at that. So therefore it has been hard and a struggle in moments. This is sleep training Wes. Okay, this is a long topic also, but we are still figuring this out. Wes is really, really good at night. He sleeps pretty much entirely through the night. That one. Yeah. He sleeps pretty much through the night. If he wakes up, it's usually once. And honestly, every time he wakes up, we give him a bottle because he does not go back to sleep without a full stomach. So I would say we have sleep trained, but also to the point where like we haven't done like cry it out for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's not been something that we've done. I don't know if we will do it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's the kind of kid Weston is. Like Weston's gonna work and just get worked up. Did y'all do it on y'all's wedding night, or did y'all wait a few days after?
Why would you wait?
I don't know who's waiting, but we address on my profile picture on Instagram. It's from Tusk. It's Jen's Pirate's Booty. It's the brand. That's what it's called.
What is a business that you dream about doing one day besides YouTube? Can I start? Okay, this is something that I appreciate this question because for us, like in our minds, YouTube is a stepping stone to something that we do in the future. Whatever that is, like whether it's connection with a community that has like a platform for either a ministry or some sort of business that we can reach a community with. Whether it's that or whether it's even just like us learning how to do things, learning how to run our own thing, and even like saving money to start something. YouTube and social media for us is a stepping stone in that. We don't see ourselves being YouTubers for the rest of our lives. I love creating videos, and I actually would love to do it for a long time.
I think we both would. Even along the way, with the other things we're doing. But yeah, like he said, we see it more as like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
And something that accompanies, I think, the bigger things that we really want to accomplish in our life. I really dream of like having a clothing store and of having like a more boutique-like business, but I also dream of like having it become a ministry in some ways, and I don't really know how that looks. Obviously, I really love thrifting. I'm really passionate about like sustainability and stuff like that, and it's something that I really want to continue to grow in. But I don't know. We have lots of ideas. I would love to also have like more of like a pop-up shop type setup, like where we have like a bus or a truck that we like redo that is mobile. We've talked about having like a coffee shop that's mobile. We've talked about a lot of things. We have a lot of dreams, but that's one thing that I really love about our relationship and like our marriage is like we have always been, I don't know, we're just dreamers, and I love that about us. I never want us to lose that because I think it's just something that makes Marcus and I's relationship really special because we are always dreaming together.
We're similar in that way.
And I love that. It will bring me to tears, but I'm so thankful like for this platform and the way that we've gotten to like dream together and also grow with you guys. So
do either of you have any tattoos? If not, do you want any?
We both
don't have tattoos. I'm gonna get one at the end of the summer.
Yeah, and I really want one too. We've talked about getting them for
you
a while.
Can't be in the water if you have a new tattoo.
Yeah.
For a little while, and I don't want to get one during summer. Otherwise, I would have one right now.
Yeah. We have so many questions, guys. We promise we're trying to get to as many as possible.
Comment if you want another one, or if yours didn't get answered and you want to see us answer.
I'm so sorry if yours didn't get answered. There's a lot.
What plans do you guys have for the near future? House, moving, traveling, ? And the same person commented, when would you like to have another kid? So those kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
We would like to have another kid when Weston's like one.
I think we'll probably start trying when he's
when he's 1 and 2 is when we'd like to have a kid.
Yeah.
We would love to have a house next summer.
Yeah. Be buying a house next summer.
Be buying a house
or
next
building.
summer.
Ideally, we will build, but we have a lot of work to do.
Traveling, moving. We won't move till next summer because we're here for a while.
Yeah.
And we
really like it here.
4
We're
times since we got married.
Yes.
We would like to travel next summer.
Yeah. We definitely have travel dreams. I think it's something that we probably will consider more as we get older, and too after we've like gotten a house, because the places we want to go are going to be like bigger financial investments, and I think too we'd like for our kids to be a little bit older if we're going to take them, but I think we'll take some trips first.
But our focus, like our priority in the like list of dreams is to have a house.
Have a house, yeah.
So we would prioritize that financially. But we've taken a couple trips so far this summer.
Yard. So we can have a yard and stuff. Like we really want our kids to like have space and play space to just be kids. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you would like to see a part 2, let us know. And comment if your question didn't get answered. We'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.